Okay, so I'm going to be making a chicken... Okay, I'm going to be making a chicken, rice, and cheese casserole thing, rice dish thing. I'm going to put pepper on my chicken. Then in my pot, this is frozen chicken breasts because we buy them and then freeze them. I'm going to pour 16 ounces of chicken broth. Or this is 32 ounces, I lied. This is going to be 4 cups. I'm using chicken stock because it's going to add additional flavors to your dish. I'm going to then take this cooking liquid and incorporate that into my liquid of my rice. All about flavor building. Okay, I'm going to now add my chicken to my cooking liquid. And then I am going to set it to cook my chicken. I am cooking my chicken while I am defrosting it. This is going to, like I said, help incorporate flavors into the main dish. And then it's also going to help speed up my cooking time. As my chicken cooks, I'm going to, when it's about halfway done, I'm going to then cut it up into little pieces so that it goes a little bit quicker, bite-sized chunks, and it also is going to help me later on. I have pepper. I'm going to add a tiny bit of garlic because I like garlic. And that's going to be about it. My chicken broth is not low sodium, so I'm not going to add a bunch of extra salt. I will taste it once the chicken is cooked to make sure that my stock has enough flavor in it for the next step. So I'm going to now put this on a medium-low heat to defrost and cook. Okay, these have been boiling for a little bit, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them out and I'm going to cut them up using a pair of kitchen shears right here like this over to the cutting board. From here over to the cutting board. Try not to splash everywhere because it hurts when you splash your foot with it. Okay, so you're going to cut these into bite-sized pieces. As you can see, it's still raw on the inside. So you use a sanitary cutting board and a pair of kitchen shears to make them into large but bite-size. You're going to do this with all of them, then you're going to put them back in the broth and let them cook until they're fully cooked. About another 3 minutes. Okay, so once they're cut up, you're going to just take this and put the pieces into the pot, just like this, and then I'm going to put the juice back in there too, because you don't want to ruin all this yummy juice. Nice pieces of chicken. And then I'm going to let this boil for about 5 minutes. By then everything should be cooked. Okay. So we're going to do 2 cups of rice. A little bit more than 2 cups apparently.
Instant.
Would you stop? You ruined the whole thing. Okay, so I'm going to pour about 3 cups of rice into my measuring cup. Okay. We're going to pour that directly into here. Then with this type of rice, we want even amounts of rice and liquid. So I'm going to take my spoon, fish out my chicken, sprinkle that on top. And then I'm going to take the juice that this was cooked in, Pour it into my measuring cup. Find out how much we have left. Remember, we started with 4 cups. And we have about a cup and a half left. So we've reduced it until it's nice and thick. All of that juice has been mixed in and incorporated. I'm now going to take a soup that I made last week, and I'm going to mix it in. Now, normally what I do is I'd also add broccoli florets, but the person who I'm making this for doesn't like anything green. So I hid it in the soup. So I'm taking the soup and I'm mixing this. This is a broccoli cheddar soup until we get to the 3 cups. Mixing it up. Just that. Okay, we're gonna pour this over it. Mix it up. And then this rice is going to be cooked in this highly concentrated flavor of all this different soups and that kind of thing. I'm then going to add lots of cheese on it because the person I'm making for this for loves their cheese. Any big pieces of broccoli I have to pick out. I buy my cheese when it's on sale and then freeze it so it doesn't go bad, so. And then you want a nice layer of cheese all over. This is not something to eat if you're lactose intolerant. Okay. Then I'm going to wrap it with foil and bake it in the oven at 325 degrees for about 10 to 15 minutes until the cheese is completely melted and the rice is fully cooked. Then I'm going to take the foil off and bake it for another 5 minutes until the cheese browns. Covering it with that. Here we are. Down and watch TV. Let me see how that listed works. Yeah, me too. I also want nachos. Just chicken.
Just what? Tea and chips? Man, I put something else in your mouth and ask you a question.
With that spicy cheese.
You have spicy cheese?
Yeah, you just put it in there. It's jalapeno cheddar. You didn't see it?
No.
It's Albertsons bag.
Oh, I thought it was just Mexican one.
There's jalapenos in it.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Huh. Or like pepper jack or something in it?
Oh, yeah. Blend a Monterey Jack with jalapeno peppers and cheddar cheese. I'll be dipped. I didn't see that. Did you cook on Dad's food? No. Okay, good. Well, I also have to put our Chinese food in.
At least that's an easy lunch.
Yeah, in Tupperware containers for
Oh
us.
look, we have nice Tupperware containers right here. And right here. It's perfect.
I thought you wanted to put your soup in that.
Well, I was just going to freeze that whole thing in there.
Oh, okay. Do you want more beans? Like you want nachos made that way?
Well,
In a pan, or?
I wasn't going to... There's no point in opening opening another full can of beans for just you and me. Like, it's just gonna go bad.
How about if we just put the nacho on chips?
That's what I was thinking, in the microwave it.
Okay.
We've run out of oven space for everything else.
It would be nice if we ever get a double oven.
Right?
We have a double oven and get. And we'll have the toaster oven and we'll have a double oven.
So then when we have to make 3 separate meals, we'll be fine.
Whoops.
Fantastic. After about another 10-ish minutes in the oven, we have a nice golden brown crust around the edges, and it's ready to come out of the oven.